All right, what's up, guys? Today is going to be the second installment of how to build out your home gym. Today we're going to dive into a few more things that I would recommend being the next step in the progression of what I would recommend you get for your home gym. If you tuned into episode 1, you're going to have a good base to start with, and so this video is going to kind of answer some questions of where to go next. But if you haven't watched episode 1 of this series, I would recommend going back, starting there, so you can get a gist of what the series is like, why we're talking about this stuff, kind of where to start. So we have the rack, we got the bar, we got the weights, and hopefully we invested in a rack that has the cable attachment included in the rack. We have a couple of cable attachments as well, and we also have some bands and an adjustable bench. So we have a really good start. So where would we go next? I would recommend an adjustable dumbbell set for everyone. This is what ours looks like. This is what we had when we started our home gym as well. I kind of forgot to include that in the first video. Not really a big deal. But so we had these as well. I got these for a killer deal off Facebook Marketplace. And so that is also where I would recommend to look for a lot of the gym equipment you're interested in. Especially adjustable dumbbells, because a lot of people buy these and then end up selling them in a year or two. I like the adjustable for many reasons. Space friendly. This obviously takes up a lot more space than the dumbbell rack that you just saw me standing by, but it allows you to, if you have enough weight, to really scale the dumbbells to whatever you need. Ours can go anywhere between 5 and a little over 100 pounds, but if we have all the weight on the dumbbells, it essentially goes up to 90 pounds per dumbbell. So a good bang for our buck. We essentially can use the empties, probably weigh a couple pounds. What do you want? And then we can go anywhere essentially from a couple pounds all the way to 90 on each dumbbell. So those for us just add a different element, versatility to our home gym. You're crazy. What do you want? But if you have the space, or if you just kind of want the individual dumbbells, I would recommend getting a dumbbell rack and dumbbells. Dumbbells, in my opinion, would be the next step for what I would recommend for your home gym. Given you have pretty much everything in episode 1. So now where do we go from here? We have the rack, the bar, like I said, the cable attachment, and then we have bands and dumbbells. I started kind of collecting gym equipment when I was in college. I had a 100-pound sandbag, I had a medicine ball, I had a sled, obviously the bands, jump rope, and a singular 50-pound kettlebell. So when we bought our house and we started building out our home gym, I had some small pieces of equipment that really helped round out my training, gave me different options of exercises to choose from, different modalities that I can include. But a lot of people may not necessarily need those things. I do have a video out, my top 5 pieces of gym equipment, mainly because of the versatility. They're space-friendly items, typically lower cost items as well. And so if you haven't checked that video out, I will link that down below, and I would recommend checking that out. Getting those 5 pieces of equipment, I think one of them is bands anyway, so we're kind of talking about it. Having those 5 pieces of equipment is definitely going to round out your home gym. Like I said, give you plenty of options to choose from, different exercises, different modalities to include in your training. But some people may want a little bit more. So where do you go after you buy the dumbbells? You could invest in a sled, like I said, or medicine balls or sandbags. You could invest in a couple different kettlebells, some different weights, just so you could do different things. You could invest in more bars, like specialty bars, just to give your training a little more versatility, add more options for how you may go about your squats or your presses. Or, do you want more cable attachments? Some of this is going to depend on the kind of budget that you're working with, or more specifically, the goals that you have for yourself. Again, if you are trying to get powerlifter, bodybuilder big, some more weights and some cable attachments might be up your alley. But for someone else who's looking for more functional type fitness, or just more, form over function, they might invest in things like a jump rope, medicine balls, maybe some light sandbags, or even a couple of heavy sandbags, things that they can get really creative with and move their body and get a little bit more of a conditioning aspect from their training than, say, a bodybuilder would be looking for. So these are questions that you just have to ask yourself and answer. What are your goals? What are your priorities? What are you looking to accomplish with your home gym? From there, based off the budget that you're working with, you can go with any of the things that I listed. Like I said, sled, med balls, sandbags, kettlebells, more dumbbells, more weights, more bars, cable attachments. You could invest in more bands, even just again to give yourself more of a versatility to your training. I hope this helps you guys out and helps point some of you in the right direction of where to go when you're starting to build out, or you already have a home gym and you're just looking for more pieces of equipment to add, or maybe what's next. But if this helped you guys out, please shoot us a comment down below, let us know, share and like the video, it would be greatly appreciated, and stay tuned as we continue adding to this How to Build Your Home Gym series.